Today we're going to learn how to put a flute together. Here I have my flute all put together as long as it's going to be. In the flute there are 3 sections. The top section is called the head joint. Julia here is showing her head joint. You see? And maybe just turn it around, Julia, so they can see what it looks like. That's good. And the middle section is very long. This is called the body. And most of the keys are on the middle part. And there are lots of keys to push with your fingers. So that goes onto the head joint. And then on the very end, we call that the foot. And the foot joint is just played by the right hand. And it has a few keys on it. So now Julia is going to show you how to put it together. So why don't you put the head joint onto the body. And sometimes you'll notice she's going back and forth so that it goes on very nicely and easily. Sometimes if it's a little difficult, you can take a damp cloth with a little bit of water and clean it off, and that makes it slide in easier. Okay, so you can see how that's lined up. Now look, she has put the hole where you blow through on the same side as the keys. So that's very important. And generally speaking, you want to put the edge right here where my thumb is, right here along the back of that first key where you put your finger. So there's a little key here, but this is the first key where you put your finger, and on the back edge, that should line up with the edge of the hole. Okay, then the third piece is the foot, and we're going to add it to the body. There we go, and notice that the rods, these long tubes here, the rod comes in the middle of the last key, and the rods on the body come in the middle of the first key in the foot. So they don't really line up, except rods are in the middle of the key next to them. Okay, can you see that? Okay, Julia, why don't you play just a nice scale, maybe on an F. See, now it all fits together and plays beautifully. Isn't that nice?